What does it take to care for children with disabilities?
Wait, I on the...
On the Red Dot follows the lives of 3 families to find out how they battle disappointment,
You don't touch soil lah, yo.
face up to their limits,
Tak lah, tak ada lah. Tak. Dia jangan nangis lah.
and beat the odds as a family.
Tak sia-sia nak usaha Mama nak selama ni.
My name is Pauline, and I'm a stay-at-home mom. My daily routine for the past 8 years is very fluid. I have 3 boys, aged 8, 7, and 3. So it's 3 boys, 3 different schools, 3 different sets of uniforms.
Can we show first? Jonas, see Jenny to school. Thank you very much. Bye, Jonas. Lucas, time to get up. Bye, Lucas. Okay, doctor. I know you're tired. Mommy's also tired. But you need to go to school.
My kids might look normal and people may not know behind. It's an invisible disability.
Okay, please. Okay. Now very fast, I'll fetch you. Okay, mommy carry, okay?
I was working in the corporate sector for 12 years in the sales and marketing department. My husband is an engineer by profession. We met in 2001 and we got married 2 years later. I always want to have children. So I decided to leave the corporate sector to start my own family and just focus on being a mother. Following year after I quit my job, I delivered at age 37 to my firstborn Lucas.
Smile, Mommy, smile. Hey, you smile. Look at your smile.
He was healthy at birth and everything was perfect. At 2 years old, Lucas is due for his vaccination. So when he was jabbed with the MMR jab, we found that he has a lot of scars coming out and having a fever. We had to rush him to the hospital. They found that the infection have actually invaded his bone and they need to cut open the foot of his leg to remove the bacteria. And that's where the bomb dropped on us, that Lucas has this thing called immunodeficiency. Next thing I know, he needs to be on live treatment. For children without any treatment, they will not grow past 4 years old.
Hello, Lucas. Good morning. How are you today?
We need to take blood from you, okay? Then, not to worry. Auntie Salvi always do gentle, right?
Yeah.
Okay, don't be scared. You just follow what I say, alright?
Yeah.
Okay, now you give me your hand.
Okay. Alright.
Don't move. Auntie will do gently for you, okay? 1, 2, 3.
Finish.
Okay?
Very good. Great
Well
boy.
done, Lucas.
Well done.
It's an 8 hours treatment day. Every 4 weeks, you see him back at the hospital, going through the treatment. My husband and I didn't really talk about how we feel. I was very lost and felt like I cursed my own son. What I aspire to do as a mother, to journey through my children, to watch them grow, to take care of them, to laugh with them, just comes to a standstill. The thing that comes to my mind is, how can I wean him off the treatment? One of the possible solutions was stem cell transplant. I had my second child, Jonas, when Lucas was about 6 months old. But to push both boys in to do a transplant, I think as a mother, it's traumatic for me. So that time I was very naive. I'm thinking that if I have another one, then probably to ease out the burdens and also to increase the possibility of the match for the stem cell. That's where I decided to try for a third child.
Is it this one? What's your name? Titus.
One day I found that Titus was limping and his limping doesn't go away. Doctors say we have to operate on his fibular bone. He might develop drop foot, means the foot cannot lift up. Then they found out that he has the same rare disorder as the eldest brother Lucas. So he needed a treatment as well.
Hello, mommy. Come, show me your hand. Put your hand on top of my hand. It's okay, it's okay. Auntie Sabi always be gentle. Right. Well done. Okay. I'm so proud of you. Okay. Siamo. Come, siamo. Sit properly. Why? See. Titus. See. Now she touched her. Stop. See the squid, see the wheels. Wow, you see so far how many wheels. You see, he's so clever, this boy. You see, he's so clever, this boy. Alright, that's it. Well done. Okay. See. He's so brave. Okay. I see. He can put it.
My heart just bled. Because it's like, what have I done to you again? I didn't want you to go through this suffering just because I wanted to have children.
Oh. You're welcome, sweetie. It's all right. Bye-bye.
Such treatment, the side effects varies from the different patients.
Mommy, I just want Iron Man. I don't want it.
For my boys, I noticed that they always have very bad skin condition like eczema.
Titus, your skin is very bad. Okay? That's why I have to apply medicine. Okay? Alright? You see, you continue to scratch yourself. It's no good for you. You see? Okay. Alright.
Okay, come, let's go. Go towards your left. Turn out.
And another thing is hyperactiveness. They're very hyper. They're so hyper that they couldn't control themselves.
Okay. Itchy ready. Come. Cannot play long already. Titus, come back. Where you go? Stop! Where you go? Titus, stop! Yes, I need to say. Listen to me. You stay around here. No. Look at me. Stay around here.
Seeing them go through all these things but unable to protect them is just so painful. Definitely, this is not what I want motherhood to be.
Come on, Titus. Sit down. Wait quietly.
My eldest and youngest suffer from a rare immunodeficiency disorder.
Wait. Hello.
My second child, Jonas, is clear of the rare disorder. However, he's very fixated. Things like the way his toys are being lined and placed. He will always dash up when he comes home from school. He goes straight into the playroom. And when he sees his toys being disrupted by his brothers, then he will melt down, he will cry.
I want to clean up, but now I
Jonas.
I'm making a mess again.
We can clean it up. Pause it and clean it up.
I'm making a mess.
Who is making a mess?
Actually, destroying everything.
What did he do? You have something to share.
But you're making a mess.
Jonas, you don't have to be upset over this.
Oh
Okay, mommy will help you to clean up.
my God. Clean up.
Okay, later you clean up. You help to clean up. Okay? It's okay, Jonas. Mess is part of life. Alright?
Try to make it a mess.
Okay, baby, give a big hug. See? Okay? Alright.
At the age of 3, that's where he's formally diagnosed that he has autism. My middle child has to go for his early intervention. My eldest and youngest need to be on live treatment. It's very stressful to cope.
Let's start now. Let's read here. What word is this? So. It's a piece of song. So.
Lucas is definitely the most challenging of the 3 now. Hyperactiveness, coupled with the fact that he has dyslexia, is the worst combination for anyone studying in a mainstream school. Despite his learning difficulties, he doesn't qualify for special school. I have to be on constant touch with the teacher, the allied educator, to brief them on his triggers.
You sit here.
Getting him to do one piece of work can take me 1 whole hour. And if the teacher gave me 4 pages, it would take me through the night. This hyperactivity is affecting his focus. He will start scratching himself out of anxiety. And when he scratches himself, there's broken skin. And that broken skin will give rise to bacterial infection that will enter the bloodstream. That's where the frustration of me grows. Because if you don't do correction, you don't know where your mistakes.
All wrong, you know. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 wrong. You do not understand or you simply don't even bother to read. What's the problem? Can you read?
Yes.
Do you understand what it says now?
When I get so tired out, I'll start to say a lot of nasty things like, why are you so stupid? Why you can't do this thing?
See, I have to find answers for you also.
I wanted to be a mother to undo a lot of wrong things that I've gone through in my life growing up as a child. But yet I'm repeating all these things to my own child. So I started to resent myself and say that, maybe I shouldn't even be a mother in the first place.
Okay.
My pillar of support comes in various forms. My faith, my church community, and also moms with kids with rare disorder like Jasmine.
Hi, Sarah. Say hi, Sarah. Yeah. Say, how are you today? Sarah, say, I'm fine. Say hi to you. Hi, Sarah.
To me, Jasmine has so much more to handle with Sarah, who has an unknown diagnosis that requires a trachea to help her breathe, and she has to do suctioning to remove phlegm or saliva due to Sarah's inability to swallow. Jonas, no problem. For Lucas' case, I feel helpless because a lot of times I realize I can't coach him, and I'm not trained in academics.
That's why you got to accept that he's not doing well, not because he doesn't want to do well, okay? So just relax.
Jasmine, she's always very positive. I draw strength from her because she has more to cope, and she's still so full of life that sometimes I look at her, I'm like, who am I to complain? Whenever I go near Lucas, I saw his fear, and I could sense his emotions that maybe mommy don't love me. I'll tell him, actually no, I love you so much, but I just don't know how to help you, and I couldn't control myself. It's like a demon in me that is unleashed, and I need to subdue it, but I do not know how. I do not know how.
Jonas, we are going to see teacher Agnes, teacher Christy, teacher Mira, and all teachers there. We're going to celebrate your birthday there, all right?
It's convenient that I have a vehicle to drive because my mother is always fitting the time, constantly on the go. There are times that I take public transport, this person will melt down. Then along the way, eczema will flare up from the walk.
Jonas, come here, Jonas, come here.
Because of his autism, Jonas has no awareness of danger. I lost him a few times during outing. Ever since I'm a mother, I feel that this four-letter word fear is staring in my face every day.
Oh, Jonas, wait!
I have to be very mindful of every little detail of their life, mainly because bacterial infection can strike anytime.
Lucas, you don't touch soil lah, yo.
And whenever I see my kids having broken skin, eczema, start scratching themselves, I will be on a high alert.
Go straight in and wash your hands.
Mommy, I've been here before, right?
Yes.
I also been
Wait. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to Jonas. Happy birthday to you.
We are really living by the day. Whatever that I have worked for is really on standby for their medical needs. The special schools, the therapies, I cannot offer to bring them to overseas. So simple pleasures like bring them to the Universal Studio in Singapore, all these things are very unique experience. You will remember that this is the best time they spend with the family. My husband and I started off wanting a family to journey through life together. The special needs that comes with it, and we are just so drained.
Hey, can you? Hello? You're sleeping ah? No. Can you help me out? We're on our way back.
Because of the stress and the anxiety and the worries and the fears, all this learning has robbed away a lot of time that we can have for each other.
Can you come down with the stroller ah?
Okay.
He's so busy working hard and trying to provide for the family. I feel that in certain ways, I did neglect my husband in my total caregiving of my 3 children. My husband travels most of the time and he cannot be there for me if things happen. In many ways, I do feel like a single parent. But having children is a choice that I've made, and it's my responsibility to commit to this life.
Okay.
I had a fall in my early 20s where my tailbone is off center. With the frequent bending down and the caring of the children and all the household chores, there are times that when I have sleep relapse, I can't even function to take care of them. Because of that, I decided to spend my limited financial resources on hiring a helper.
It's a mess every day, so I need some time to clear up. You help me clear up. Then here are all the home clothes. When they eat, it's better to put on a TV so that they can sit still. If not, they're running around.
I'm Richard Blurness, and they call me Tata. I have 1 kid. I'm a single mother. Kids so sweet, but sometimes very tiring. See them run, then screaming like that.
Why did you do that? Make me scream! Why do I run like this?
Why? You don't need to cry. Why?
This is a mess. I need to
Okay, it's okay, right? It's okay.
Physically, the helper helped to ease some stress of me, caring of the children. I cannot offer to bring them to overseas, places that I really wish, like Australia, see the farm stay, go to theme parks, experience of sitting on a plane. I think, to me, that is the experience that will put in their memory bank, that when they grow up, they remember that this is the best time they spend with the family. To acknowledge your unconditional love for your family, despite the challenging circumstances, On the Red Dot would like to present you with a special horse riding experience for you and your boys. Thank you for being an inspiration. Yours sincerely, On the Red Dot team. Thank you. Do you know what is horse riding or not? I'm actually very thankful and very happy because they never had such experience before. Okay, first you have to wear the equipment and the gear. Okay, you have to
Cannot wear at the horse.
Cannot what?
Cannot put at the horse.
Oh, I'm not going to clean you up. I've been wanting to bring them to such places to experience what is horse riding. Look at me. And also to be part of the outing together as a family, to create memories for them that many years down the road they may say, hey, I've done this with my family.
Okay, and wait for instructions, okay?
I always wanted to give my children the happy childhood. And it's something that money really cannot buy. And it's only at this age that I feel that they will enjoy all these little moments like this.
Posture is very important. I want you to sit straight up. Okay, are we ready to walk? Sit straight up. Walk on. Okay, now, yes, pull left. And all of you all pull your right and up. Right and up.
Let me put your right hand up.
When I see them so calm, able to follow instructions,
All of you put your left hand down. Good.
it made me feel good as a mother. It made me feel achieved.
Mommy, fantastic job.
My biggest fear is that one day my body were to break down, especially since I'm the only pillar supporting them emotionally. You enjoy yourself, Titus? It makes me feel very comforted to see them bond well with each other. Good job, Jonah!
Wow.
Gives me hope that these three will be with each other for life.